All right, welcome back to the program, Your Money, Your Wealth. Joe Anderson, Big Al. We're talking about formulas in retirement. Coming up next, we have the worst formula of all time. Do not use this formula that we'll talk about, and then we'll get into some of the best when it comes to taxes. Before we get through those, let's see how you did on the true-false question.
Your portfolio should have a 50-50 split of stocks and bonds. That is, it might be true for some, but as a blanket statement, absolutely false. It's different for everybody depending upon what your needs are.
Yeah, I think this is where, I don't know who came up with this, but it's like the rule of 100. Is what's your age, or your age minus 100 should tell you how much money that you have in stocks and bonds. Please don't use this. I think this was created by like salespeople that sell product and that sell fixed types of products and say, all right, well here, if you're 50, 100 minus 50, so half of your portfolio should be stocks and then this half in bonds, or maybe a fixed instrument like an annuity or some sort. This is 100% dedicated on what the portfolio needs to do. If you don't need any income from the portfolio, you don't need anything from it, right? You're fine with your fixed income. You have a nice pension. You don't spend a lot of money. Social Security is covering everything. Well, I don't know, maybe you want 100% stocks because you're investing that for the next generation. Or you want to keep it in cash just because there's no need to grow the portfolio and there's no need to risk anything from the portfolio. Yeah.
So the point is, it depends upon your goals, right? It's not a formula. And just as kind of a fun aside, for many years this seemed like kind of out of whack. So someone got a great idea. Let's take 120 minus your age. It's still garbage. I mean, think about what your goals are to help figure this out.
Hey, well, let's get into taxes. A lot of talk around taxes because here in 2026, that's just right around the corner, taxes revert back to where they were prior to Trump changing the tax law. So there's some interesting opportunity for a lot of you as you start thinking about taxes, and there's strategies that you might want to make sure that you think about or at least look at or maybe even implement over the next couple of years. I think this window could be a really awesome opportunity for most.
I think so too, and I think one of the things that we like to think about with lower taxes for the next 2 years is maybe you want to take some of that money out of your IRA and convert it to a Roth IRA. Yes, you pay tax today at potentially lower rates, but then that money grows tax-free. So think about this, in 2026 the rates go up, or at least that's what's scheduled. Now it's possible they could extend the rates, but if the rates go back to what they are, a lot of you are in the 24% bracket, which will be 28%. A lot of you in that bracket will be subject to alternative minimum tax, which will actually be an effective rate of 35% for reasons that I won't get into at the moment. Just realize right now we've got an opportunity to make some shifting around in your retirement.
Right, so first step is you have to understand where you fall in your tax bracket. What tax bracket are you in? What marginal rate are you in right now? Are you in the 12% marginal rate? So if you're married, taxable income is right around $80,000. If you're single, it's around $50,000, give or take a couple of bucks. 22%, 24%. Most people are probably going to fall right here in this zone. If you're in the 12%, well, your tax rates are going up to 15%. So this could be a lot of retirees. Maybe you have your Social Security, and then you have some cash that you're living on. Maybe it's a brokerage account, and then you're pulling some distributions from the retirement account. Well, 12% is going to be 15. All right, if you're in that 22% tax bracket, you're probably currently working. Now your income is going to jump to 25. The 24% tax bracket is going to jump to 28. 32 will go to 33. But here in this zone, this is where you need to focus. What bracket are you in now? Because the brackets will go up given tax law unless they extend it or they do something different, which is very possible. But then I'm looking at, where's my money? Where is it allocated from a tax perspective? So tax-free dollars would be your Roth IRA monies, municipal bonds, things like that. Your taxable dollars would be your brokerage account, real estate, right? Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, things like that are held outside of a retirement account. So they're not in your Roth IRA, they're not in your retirement account, they're just in your brokerage account outside. And then the biggest asset class for a lot of us are tax-deferred assets. This is your IRAs, 401ks, 403b, TSP, things like that. So when you pull dollars from this account, your tax-deferred accounts, it's going to be taxed at ordinary income. So we just went through the rates. Here's your ordinary income rates, right? I pulled the dollars out, it's going to be at 12%. A couple years, as I pull those dollars out, it's going to jump to 15, so on and so forth. So if I know that the tax rates potentially are going to go up when I pull money from these accounts, does it make sense to pull more money from these accounts at lower rates? The answer could be yes. So I might want to utilize those brackets. If I'm in the 12% bracket, I might pull enough out of this account to get me to the top of the 12% tax bracket. If I'm in the 22, 24, so on and so forth. So I can pull those dollars out and I'd pay that tax on it. But then where do I want to put it? Should I put it in my brokerage account? You could do that. Or I can move it up here into my Roth account. So I'm utilizing those lower brackets, getting the money out, paying the tax on it, but now those dollars are sitting here. It could be $10,000, $50,000, $100,000. There is no limit on a conversion. You're just going to have to pay the tax on it. But those dollars now will grow 100% tax-free. This will give you so much more flexibility in retirement, or if you want to pass assets to the next generation. Just giving you more control over your dollars from a tax perspective is key, and understanding where rates are today, where they potentially are going to go, will give you that leverage and arbitrage.
Yeah, and I think when you think about this opportunity right now, that 24% bracket goes a long way, almost $200,000 of income, single, almost $400,000 of income married. So there's a real opportunity next couple years. If it makes sense for you to take some of that money out of your IRA 401k, move it to a Roth, pay the tax now, but then that future growth income and principal will be tax-free, not only for you, but if you pass away your spouse, if you both pass away your kids, grandkids, whoever ends up getting the money.
All right, that's it for us today. Go to yourmoneyyourwealth.com, click on that special offer. It's our retirement readiness guide. We talked about formulas, the good, the bad, and the ugly, the rule of 72, the 4% rule, the rule of 100. All of that was just jam-packed full of fun information. If you want more of it, go to yourmoneywealth.com, click on that special offer. For Big Al Clopine, I'm Joe Anderson. We'll see you next time, folks.
Ready to take charge of your financial future? Pure Financial Advisors can help. We offer a no-cost, no-obligation financial assessment with a personalized action plan. Make informed decisions on how to get on your best path to retirement. Sign up for our free assessment online at purefinancial.com to schedule your appointment.